soccer fans, we hope you've got your cups filled with some tea because our cup of tea is ready to speak all things women's soccer with you. My name's Megan Warner and I'm joined today with my co-hosts, Harlie Ford and Katie Goodman. How are you guys today?
Oh, I'm doing good. Happy to be here. Always. We're going to talk some good soccer today, so it should be good.
Heck yeah, same here. It's, been a pretty busy week for me. And speaking of busy, we're decided to move this show to Saturday morning. So stay tuned for the exact time and dates where we plan to push these guys out. But as of right now, this one that you're watching in this very moment is pre-recorded. So stay tuned and hope to see you Saturday mornings.
Yeah, sorry, no live questions on this one, guys, but soon we'll be back.
Yeah.
And you guys drop right in.
And we've got some really great questions today that we pre-planned, and we're sure this is exactly what you know about our guest today, Lena Silano. Now, Lena was the MVP of the championship game, and she's a forward at Santa Clarita Blue Heat. She grew up in Agoura Hills in California, playing for Real SoCal and Agoura High School, before she signed to play Division I soccer at Long Beach State University, and she's currently majoring in recreational therapy. This summer, she signed for Santa Clarita Blue Heat in the UWS and has made a huge name for herself. Brilliant season, scored some incredible goals, including in the championship weekend where she stepped up big for her team. And to come into Blue Heat and make such an impact is a great testimony to a great player. So, Lena, let's bring you on.
Hello.
Hi.
Lena, thank you for having me.
Hi, of course. How does it feel to have won the UWS National Championship and to be named the MVP of the championship match? That's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's honestly super exciting. Like, I never thought I would be like a national champion in anything. So you don't realize things happen to you until it does happen to you. So it was super exciting. We all worked really hard. And then the MVP is like unreal, obviously. And like, it's kind of just reassuring that like my hard work has paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw a direct reflection of everything that you've put into this game. You know, talking about like the championship match, like what was it like being there, the big stage? And do you think being at that level of competition is going to help you coming into your upcoming season?
Yeah, honestly, like I was like nervous, but I also like didn't know what to expect, didn't know anything about the team. So it was really hot and we didn't know how it was going to be at 11 a.m. But the first 30 minutes, we kind of got the feel of it, realized this is going to be a hard game because we were like playing teams and beating them like 4-0. And then we're at 35 minutes into the game and it's still 0-0. Mm-hmm. So once we got that water break, like we kind of just went off and was unstoppable after that.
Flip the switch.
Yeah, Fusion was a great team. Like we were like, oh wow, like this is a great team, but we pulled through, played our game, and trusted our abilities, and really like went off, to be honest. And it was super fun, super exciting, and I'm super excited to go back to school. I feel like I ended the summer on a high, and I plan on like continuing in growing my potential as a player at Long Beach.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, scoring 2 goals in a championship match, I think besides like setting you up for success in your upcoming college season, I think that's going to put very, very serious eyes on you as a player. So, I'm excited for the phone calls you're going to get.
I hope so, honestly.
Definitely. And let's just talk about some of these goals that you have scored this season because, you have made such a big name for yourself. Everybody is loving goals on Twitter. And you scored a really crucial game against Foothills. You were down 1-0 and your goal tied the game up and actually secured you that place in the championship. We have a video of this goal, so I'm just going to play it for everybody. And see it coming up. And can you just talk us through it a bit? Like, you went for a diving header here, and that's pretty brave. I mean, if it was me, I would probably have volleyed it. But, you scored. You're the one I trust. Like, why did you decide to go for your head with that? And how did it feel when you scored?
Honestly, that was super exciting. I kind of like blacked out, but like that's like the whole thing of like being the flow state of mind. So like you play your best when you're in your flow. But that was like great possession on our team, and like that's just like how Blue Heat plays. And I feel like that was like the little sliver that we were getting, because Calgary Foothill was like so good, best team we've played. Like if they would have beat us, I'm sure they would have won. Like they were a great team. But with that goal Saturday, so good. That goal Saturday, we played a couple days before, and then it was a similar ball, and I was offsides or I fouled someone, and that was with my foot. And then I saw that one coming the next game, so I was pretty far back, but I saw the ball and I was like, okay, I'm going for this, and it went in, and it was super exciting, because then after that, like it was kind of like a monkey off my back, and I got to score more after that.
Nice. Yeah. I love what you mentioned about being like in flow state and how you blacked out. That cracks me up, but it's so true. Like the best plays come when you're just moving with instinct and moving really naturally. And you know, I play for the Athenians, and something that also came really naturally off your foot was a volley against us that's been all over Twitter. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, we got beat, but you know what? I got to give credit where it's due. It was great. It was a great shot. And we have a show which is coming out soon, which is all about keeping calm on the pitch. And this goal just showed how composed you are in front of the goal. So I guess what I'm trying to ask here is, what is your best tip for just remaining calm and composed while you're on the pitch and in those moments specifically?
Yeah, literally, like I just found this out, and I think it's really elevated my game, was just trusting my abilities and knowing that the flow is where you're going to be your best. So like if a call doesn't go your way, like keep your cool. Like once you start thinking and using emotion, that's when you're not playing at your best. And like that's all I want to do is just have fun and stay composed and do my thing. And like I trust my abilities, and at the end of the day, it's been paying off. So like it makes me love soccer way more now, because it's just fun for me.
Such great advice. I mean, you totally hit the nail on the head with that one. I mean, think about all the times you've been frustrated on the field and you can't connect a pass, you can't sink it in the back of the net. It totally makes sense to just kind of accept it as is and, you know, have fun. That's great.
Literally, like you're in full control of how you are. So
yeah, I mean, both as like a player, and I also coach. You know, when players are experiencing pressure on the field, like figuring out the right way to get above that, and just to have fun playing. Oh, sorry, I have a dog. She's making noise. You know, finding ways to get above that and find your groove and feel natural in what you're doing. I think that's the best way to play soccer. And especially like at the end of the day, it is a game, you know, it's something that you're doing because you love it. So I think it's really wonderful that you found that as a player, you know, just trust yourself and trust your talent and, you know, just have fun with it. But part of that, you know, like the fun that you have had is also not without its impact. Like you are a dynamite player and you've made such an impact since joining the Blue Heat. So what has it been like playing for them this season? Like not only like your own experience, but also, you know, playing with players that are just like at such a high caliber.
Literally, personally for me, like I take every opportunity as like a moment of growth and improvement. So I didn't really know what to expect like joining Blue Heat, but whether I was going to play or not, like I really wanted to focus on getting better for the fall, just working on my touches and scoring and pressing. And I'm newly to center forward, so trying to understand and get better at that one. But I took that opportunity of like learning from the new players. It took me a while to kind of adjust to the playing style with these new girls and how they are, and trusting them while also trusting myself. And I feel like that was some adversity, but overcame that. And after we got a groove and got closer with the girls, and everyone's so passionate about soccer, because not only like you're not forced to be there, you know, like no one's making you be on the summer league, which is nice. And after we played Calgary, and then we played another Canadian team, I think it's called Impact. After playing them, like I think I started getting my spark, and understanding how these girls play. And after that, I feel like I've made such a better impact on the team, and it was honestly super enjoyable, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys play some incredible soccer. It's pretty beautiful to watch. And you say you kind of had to adjust to the playing style of the team. Can you kind of elaborate what you kind of think is the differences between SC Blue Heat's playing style and then the teams that you've played on previously and maybe your college team too?
Yeah. So Blue Heat, I feel like we want to do possession, and we possess very well side to side, but we also utilize our speed. And
yeah, you have some fast players.
Yeah, so like that's what I was saying. Like that was what I was saying the whole final. I was like, we're so lucky to have like speed up top. Like that's definitely an advantage. But so then I think on my other teams, like Long Beach plays great possession, like we're tiki-taka, like all the way around, and like that's amazing. But I think I haven't even used my speed on Long Beach really. So I'm excited to use what I've learned at Blue Heat to Long Beach State next year, this fall. So it's definitely possession, but also using our speed and our attack.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that, like, people are really kind of buying into this summer league and they can take what they're learning from the players and the coaches and their teams into wherever it is that they're going next, whether that's a college season or moving on to professional. You know, UWS has such great talent that you're learning new things with them.
Exactly.
Now, you guys had a pretty strange season in the sense that you were really only able to play 6 matches because of the COVID restrictions in Canada with the Canadian teams, right? So were you guys kind of practicing on your own before then, like working together, trying to work on fitness and stuff, or were you kind of forced to get your match fitness up to par within those 6 games?
Yeah. Well, we've done like scrimmages and we practice 2 times a week at like 8 to 10 at night. So
we
basically,
heard that from Lauren,
yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think before that we just like work on our own. Like, I personally have a strength and conditioning coach back home, and I think that's one of the best things anyone can do, because for me to be the best player I can be, it's like being fit. So as the beginning of Blue Heat, I wasn't as fit as I am at the end of Blue Heat, where I made my most impact. And like, I think we got to practice with like our strength and conditioning at practice, because we did 11v11s against each other. But I think the 6 games were like nice, but obviously a lot of people got to play more.
Right. Fitness is so important. I mean, a lot of people think, you know, as soccer players, we just play the game and that's it. But there's so much that goes into it just to protect the body, you know, and then even more if you want to really perform at an optimal level, you know. So that makes me want to go home and get a strength and conditioning coach as well.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so much easier when you have someone telling you what to do versus trying to do it on your own, you know. Yeah. So that's cool. That's
cool. I was going to the Blue Heat practices like completely dead. Like, I was doing beach training, sprinting, and lifting weights, and like, honestly, the beep test doesn't even scare me anymore. Like,
dang.
Like, yeah, I think fitness is super important to play at like your optimal peak performance.
No, it's amazing. Oh man, like Megan and I, we live in Florida, but like we live so central that it's tough to get to the beach. But anytime we had training out on, I used to live closer to the coast, and being out there trying to do fitness in the sand, oh my lord, it's practically weight training. Like at that point, it's so hard.
Yeah, literally so hard. But I'm super blessed to be next to like Malibu and stuff like that. So it was a blessing in disguise. Yeah.
Oh man, that's beautiful out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
In terms of just like playing with the team and everything that you have done with the Blue Heat this season, what was it like to play with them? Like, and part of that, were there any players that you really drew inspiration from during the season, or just you really looked up to?
Yeah, like I think it's honestly super humbling to be able to play with girls from like Pepperdine, USC, Michigan, Florida State, which is like a national championship school, and was just in there. JMU, like all these girls really were inspiring. Like the first practice, I was like, whoa, this is intense. Like these girls are fast paced. I was nervous. But I've also met Lauren before at this training thing we did together, and it was kind of comfortable to see her and like know that I know someone. She's inspiring too, though. Like she's like a mom, to be honest. Like has a lot of wisdom, but she's very stern and strong.
We learned that yesterday. She is very wise.
Very. Yes. She knows what she wants. Great captain. Like she's hard, but like that's like what you want if you want to have a winning team. And like the first email she sent us, she's literally like, let's win this. So that's awesome. Yeah, I think everyone has inspired me though, because like it literally is a mindset, and we were all there for the right reasons, and whoever won it all, like that's the reason why we're there, is because everyone who was at practice and at the games.
Yeah, definitely. And you kind of mentioned that you didn't know too many people going into this season. So how did you actually get picked up? Did you reach out to Blue Heat, or did they find you?
Yeah, so my teammates we had, I think, 4 girls on Long Beach State, and I think you're only allowed to have 5.
Yep.
Were going to Blue Heat. So then I think we only had 4, and I DM'd Carlos. And I was like, hey, like, I'm from Agora Hills. Can I please play on this team? My roommates are on this. My roommate's on it. And he was like, yeah, let me check. And then blessingly let me do it. And I'm super grateful for that. And the only reason I was
too.
Yeah, I literally said thank you afterwards. I got my award, and I was like, thank you for letting me be on this team. Because the UWS is just like so nice. Like I've never experienced anything like this. But my roommate actually was going to be on this, and she's a center back, but then she got like a really bad knee injury. But like if it wasn't for her, like I wouldn't be able to be on this team. I wouldn't have experienced all this growth from this summer. So I'm grateful for her, but I'm also grateful for Carlos allowing me to be on the team.
Well, that's so incredible to hear, and this awesome season you've had, this awesome journey you've had with Blue Heat. But now we want to get to know you a little bit better, so we're going to fire off some quick fire fun questions. Are you ready for these? Are you ready?
I don't know. Let's do it.
Okay. First question is coming from me, and it's, what's your hype song for games?
As weird as it sounds, it's Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey, but it's like the remix version.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
It's a great song.
It's on my playlist.
Yeah. That reminds me of like going out and you just like, you're in a vibe, you're happy. So that makes sense. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting back into Lana recently, so it's nice to hear.
It's a great song.
Who is the funniest teammate at Blue Heat?
But Hillary, the goalie, she is so funny. She's straight up, literally like a character, but she's so good too. Like it's it's nice to be surrounded by her.
It's got to be fun having that in the back.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Who's the best player that you've ever played with in your career so far?
So far? That's a tough one. I honestly am... Can I give a couple?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I'd say Lauren, obviously. Savannah DeMello at Blue Heat. The Thompson twins, even though they're young, like I think that's great that they're impacting me even like, and I'm older. And I played with them in club a little bit, so it's great to see like their growth.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Aww.
They're so good, hardworking. Zoe Hasenauer, she's been with me in club, so I just respect everyone. Like everyone at Blue Heat's so great, but those people are very inspiring.
Yeah, and that's cool that the first people that came to mind were from the UWS league, you know, like especially at this point you've probably played for many clubs and you're in your college team, so that's really cool. So what's your favorite soccer team? Just in general, all across the board, worldwide soccer, what's your favorite team?
I like I like Man City. So it was pretty crushing when they.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's a controversial answer. I know. I get that.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna move past that one. If you
Don't
had to
worry about
choose, if you had to choose a player that you think your style is most similar to, who would that be?
I feel like Carly Lloyd or like I look up to De Bruyne just because he's killer in the goal. But yeah, those two players, or like Alex Morgan, like her speed and her technical ability.
Yeah, I would say.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I would say you would have like the speed of Alex Morgan and like the tenacity of Carly Lloyd. Like you're a good marriage of those two. So
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Their child.
Yeah, what's the best soccer match that you've ever witnessed? Just like one that you were like, whoa.
Okay, I don't know if you guys watched this game, but this one had me screaming. I don't know if it was that great, but it was USC versus Ole Miss in the NCAA tournament. That was crazy. Unfortunately, USC lost, but like they had so many scoring opportunities, and then Ole Miss had so many, and like everyone was going crazy. It was jaw-dropping, to be honest.
Wow. You know, I went to Mississippi State. I've got to say that, and there are rivals.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, Ole Miss is coming up in the world if they're playing UCLA.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah,
Seriously.
Good for them. Good stuff. So I got to ask, Disney or Netflix? Disney Plus or Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay.
Not a bad
McDonald's
choice. There you
or In-N-Out?
I'd choose In-N-Out. But I do love McFlurries.
I've always wanted to try In-N-Out. I feel like you see it everywhere. And like,
You've never had it?
no, we don't have it. Like, yeah, in England, we definitely don't have it in England.
Oh, yeah, you definitely have to try it.
Okay, playing in the heat or playing in the rain?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say heat because my toes get so cold. But the heat also is killer with like dry mouth. But I'm going to say heat because my toes can't take it.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're like, they just don't work anymore. And then you start tripping about, yeah.
Yeah,
totally
they go
get that.
numb.
Yeah. All right, so Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Okay, good choice. That would be my choice as well.
For
Strawberry
Megan and I,
Gatorade.
that's a good one. For Megan and I, that's going to be Squincher. We'll have to send
No,
you some.
I was gonna
It's
put
really
like
good. We'll send you some. Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Gotta
All
get
right.
those presents.
Yeah, I do love food though.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like soccer players can lean heavy towards Thanksgiving. That's a
Oh,
good.
I love food. I have a great relationship with food.
dogs, as you can hear the barking, or cats.
I'm a cat person. I have 4 cats.
Aw.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, Lena, I'm about to be a cat person. My dog, I have 4 dogs.
You should.
They're all sitting here with me right now, trying to cause chaos. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harley likes living life on the edge over there. All these
man, and no
wild
one's here to
animals.
wrangle them, so I'm like using my feet down here. You don't see behind the scenes. It's fine.
Yeah, you never got
come on.
that with a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, phone call or texting?
Phone call. I talk to my friends all the time. I FaceTime them all the time.
Wow.
I'm the worst texter that there is, so
That's so cute.
Oh, man,
I like
that
that.
is cute.
Yeah.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Okay. All right. I respect that. I respect a good pancake.
Okay, this one, I know you said earlier that, fitness tests don't really faze you, but yo-yo test or the beat test?
Yo-yo. I think that's the one we run at school.
Mm-hmm.
I love the man that says it too. The voice recording.
Oh, the accent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's how you know you're good at fitness, because for some people that might be like a traumatic trigger, but for you, you're like, oh, I love it.
No, my trainer's gonna love that I said that. But
Yeah.
it used to be a trigger, but I can't.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, if you want to bring us in with our final question here.
All right. Our final question is coffee or tea?
I love coffee. I used to work at Starbucks as of like 3 weeks ago. But I do love coffee, but I do love tea.
Well,
but
we're
coffee for all
that.
time.
Yeah. Our cup of tea.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
There you go.
Lena, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's been so great to speak to you and hear about your incredible season that you've had with the Blue Heat. And congratulations once again for winning the national championship. It doesn't get better than that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Honestly, you made it super comfortable and easy.
Oh,
good.
If anybody wants to follow your journey, do you have Twitter or Instagram that you can tell people how they can follow you?
Yes, I do. I have both, and it's Lena Silano, Lena Silano.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, definitely give Lena a follow if you want to find out more about her journey. She's definitely going places. We can say that with confidence. Our cup of tea will be following you the whole way.
Yeah, I look forward to buying your jersey one day.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You're gonna have to get my autograph, get a little autograph on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Know her.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you to everybody for joining in today. We really hope you enjoyed this show, and we can't wait to see you on Saturdays every morning to give you the best content in women's soccer and just talk everything WOSO with you. Special thank you to UWS and UWS2 and also Jonathan Ward for helping us bring this show to your screens. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.